Hi everyone, I'm the Idea Maker, and today is going to be a very special day because of the fact that this is going to be the first of a series that I'm going to be doing for a very special someone who just recently passed. So I'm going to be doing a movie reaction. So I'm going to be doing a movie reaction to the 1989 Disney animated classic, The Little Mermaid. Now, this movie means a lot to me, especially because Little Story, as some of you guys probably have known, but for those of you guys not known, my grandma unfortunately passed away back in August, and it was a devastating blow to me because of the fact that I grew up with her. She was the absolute best. She was literally my second mom, and I cannot imagine what my life would have been if she wasn't in my life. And, you know, I still mourn about it. I still grieve about it all this time. And this movie was her absolute favorite animated Disney movie. And my original plan was to do this one, the second one, the prequel, and the live action one for her. But unfortunately, because she's not here, this is going to be a tribute to her. So her birthday is this week. I'm not going to say what day just for privacy, but I want to say thank you, Grandma, for every single thing that you've done for me and for how you brought me up. And I am so grateful to God that you brought me up this way. And I'm going to probably tear up during this movie because of the fact that you have done so much for me to raise me to be the person that I am. And I want to give back by reacting to this movie for you. And little thing that I want to share is that Ariel was my grandma's favorite princess of all time. And I went to Disneyland back in June of this year, and I want to be able to play the message that Ariel gave my grandma. I am going to redact the name from the video because of privacy, but I want for you guys to listen to and to watch the actual video of what Ariel over at Disneyland told my grandma, which means so much to me. And I hope that this means as much to you guys as it means to me.
Hello, Queen. It's Princess Ariel over here at Disneyland. I hope you can visit me sometime soon. I heard that you might be a mermaid too. Maybe we could all go swimming together. Oh, and look for some dingle hoppers too. Goodbye, Queen. Have a wonderful day.
And yeah, I'm starting to already feel the waterworks coming. But this movie was a genuine favorite of hers. She loved Ariel as a princess, as a character, and how strong and inspiring and powerful that she is, despite the fact that she wanted to do something for herself that, you know, it almost costed so much of Atlantica. And she loved the music. She loved Sebastian. She loved Flounder. She loved Scuttle. And she just loved this beautiful story that it was that, you know, Ariel is a warrior, and she's a warrior to so many people, and she's such a brave princess that even though that she had a fascination with the human world, and her dad was absolutely against it because of his reasons, which I absolutely understand, that sometimes when your child has something that they really, really love, and it's something that you don't think is right for them, and you have that feeling, and I totally understand where he's coming from, and I totally understand where Ariel is coming from, and I see these two heads butting up against each other and wanting to come with a solution that means the world to both of them, because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want their dynamic and their relationship to get faltered or battered up or anything. And that's what I love about this movie, because of the fact that Ariel is literally my grandma in so many ways. As you know, Ariel had to overcome these different things that she had to overcome, and that's what I love about the Little Mermaid, and that's what I love about Ariel. She is one of my all-time favorite princesses, and this series that I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be reacting to the Disney Princess and Disney Fairies movies that I feel like inspired me to, and especially more of these movies that they show an attribute and a characteristic and a part of my grandma's life that gets from me to tell her story through these reactions, and me reliving those memories and my way of grieving. So I hope that you guys are okay with this series. And I'm going to be doing, today I'm going to be doing the animated Little Mermaid movie from 1989. Next week I will be doing The Little Mermaid 2 Return to the Sea on the 13th. On the 20th I will be doing Ariel's Beginning. And on the 27th I will be doing the live action movie, which fortunately she did get to see before she passed. But unfortunately she never got to see the animated sequel or prequel. So this I'm going to be doing for her, and I'm ready to do it and to relive a part of my childhood that I didn't think I was going to have to live with now. But without further ado, let's get in, stay strong, let's have a good old time. And in honor of my grandma and in honor of The Little Mermaid being her favorite, this one goes out to her. This one goes out to those who worked on this amazing movie. This one goes out to the voice actors, especially the one and only talented Jodie Benson. Thank you so much for you lending your voice, your beautiful, powerful, inspiring voice to this character that everybody knows and loves, and that my grandma loved, and that I loved growing up, and just getting to relate to her in every single way possible, and her being an inspirational character to me, to my grandma. And I'm so thankful to you, ma'am. You are absolutely one of a kind, and you are absolutely amazing, and God bless you, and may the Lord be gracious unto you and your family, and be able to get to inspire more people, more young girls, more young boys, more teens, more adults through Ariel, through her story, and through her fierceness, her determination, and her resilience, and her hunger on wanting to learn and wanting to embrace change and wanting to do the impossible that some thought that she could not do. So thank you so much. Thank you to the songwriters, to Alan Menken, to Howard Ashman, and to the animators, to Disney, for this beautiful story of The Little Mermaid that, even though I have not seen in a very long time, this will be my tribute to my grandma, and this will be my way of having good memories of her. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this reaction of The Little Mermaid right now. You know, seeing the castle and everything, and this logo in particular, it makes me really want to go back to Disneyland. Like, no joke, it really makes me want to go back. Because last time that I went was back in June of this year, of 2024. It was the last Disney trip that my grandma, my mom, and I made as a family. So I definitely want to go back. All right, here comes the ship. You know, for it being 1989, this animation really holds up. Like, it really holds up. Just letting you guys know, more than likely, these songs are going to get muted because of copyright reasons. But if I could be able to get to do anything, then if I could be able to just only have the audio, that'd be great.
A fine strong wind and a following sea.
There's
Triton
Eric.
must be in a friendly type mood.
King Triton?
Why, ruler of the Mer people, lad. Thought every good sailor knew about him.
Mer people. Eric, pay no attention to this nautical nonsense.
But it ain't nonsense.
No, it's the truth, though, right? Yeah. I would definitely take that as a precaution. I would also take it as a fascination. Ooh, the music. It's just so nostalgic. If I start crying anytime soon during this, I mean, don't even stop me, okay? Just don't even stop me at all. Like, the animation and the visuals are just gorgeous. Like, it's just so gorgeous. I think I'm already about gonna start crying now. That's gorgeous. That's just absolutely gorgeous. Like, honestly, this is just so gorgeously done. All of this is gorgeously done.
Royal Highness Triton.
All right, we might as well just go ahead and bow. Like, might as well just bow. I know that my avatar can't really do so, but I mean, I'm trying.
The distinguished court composer, Horatio, Thelonious, Ignatius, Crustaceus, Sebastian.
Are those other names like actually like his actual part of his name? Like, are they actually part of his name or what?
She has the most beautiful voice.
Absolutely.
Only she'd show up for rehearsals once in a while.
Oh, come on, man. Like, I get it. I get it. You don't want to embarrass the king in front of his own kingdom, but I mean, come on. A teen's going to go and explore and do all these other different types of things. I mean, come on. I was a teen once too, and I totally get it. I'm sorry, but I guess don't know how water physics works. But I mean, I'm not gonna criticize it in general. I'm not gonna criticize it, but it's like, yeah, there she is. Oh, just seeing her just makes me want to tear up already.
No, I can't swim that fast.
There it is.
Oh yeah, the shipwreck.
Isn't it fantastic?
Yeah, sure, it's great. Now let's get out of here.
I mean, we could.
Getting cold fins now, are
Me? No way.
Sounds like it.
It looks damp in there.
It's damp all around.
I'm going inside. You can just stay here and watch for sharks. Okay.
Oh no. I'm human. I might as well just go inside the ship, okay? Realistically, I'm a person that cannot swim, but if I had to, I would. If the question of do you really think that there's any sharks there, if that doesn't answer the question, I don't think I know what will.
Excitement, adventure, danger, lurking around every corner.
Okay, I'm a person that does not like that either, so I get flounder too.
Are you okay?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if he's okay.
Never seen anything so wonderful in your entire life.
Wow, cool. But, what is it?
I don't know, but I bet Scuttle will.
I think.
Did you hear something?
I think Jaws just found a new thing.
Nothing is going
Okay, actually, that's more terrifying than Jaws. Okay, let's just calm down. Okay, let's have the. Oh, that's a better option. That's an even better option. Let's just get on out. Let's just go. Let's go. Let's just at least go. Oh, let's go. Let's leave. Hurry it up, will you? Yeah, let's go. Let's get a move on. Oh, come on.
You really are a guppy. I am not.
If being afraid of sharks makes anybody a guppy, then just count me in. I'm part of the club. I'm trying to keep all of myself whole. I'm not trying to get a limb bit off.
Whoa! Mermaid off the port bow! Ariel! How you doing, kid?
Wrong side.
What a swim.
What? I love Buddy Hackett as Scuttle. He was the perfect choice to voice him.
Wow, this is special. This is very, very.
It's very special.
What is it?
It's a dingle.
It's also fork. It's a fork, but I'll give Dingle Hopper.
I haven't seen in years. This is
Okay.
a banded, bulbous snarflat.
That's not what that
Now,
is.
the snarflat dates back to prehistorical times when humans used to sit around and stare at each other all day.
They still do.
Got
well-
very boring.
Okay, actually,
So,
they kind of
invented
still
this
do.
snarflat
But-
to make fine music.
It looks similar to it, but that's...
Oh, the concert. Oh my gosh, my father's gonna kill me. It was today.
You
Yeah.
can make a little planner out of it or something.
I'm sorry. I gotta go. Thank you, Scuttle.
Anytime, sweetie.
Yeah, this is not going to go well. I mean... Oh, great. Nice transition. I love that.
We wouldn't want to miss old Daddy's celebration, now would we? Ah, celebration indeed. Oh, bah! In my day, we had fantastical feast when I lived in the palace.
Oh! Yikes!
Jetsam! I want you to keep an extra close watch on this pretty little daughter of his. She may be the key to Triton's undoing.
Whoa.
Just shark chases. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we tried to, but we couldn't. And he.
Okay.
And we, and then we were safe.
Okay.
And then the
Good
seagull
Flound.
came, and it was this is this.
Flounder.
That is that.
Flounder. Flounder.
You went up to the surface again, didn't you? Didn't you?
Nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing actually happened, though. I get it from both sides, to be realistic. You know, from Triton's side, I get it as a parent. He does not want nothing to happen with his daughter. I totally understand him. I get it that you have a lot of responsibilities, but on top of it, you got to be a father, too. I mean, do you have to just leave it up to Sebastian all the time? You barely even know what your own daughter's doing. That's another thing. You have to get that, too. Okay, look, I'm probably wrong, too, on that, because, look, realistically, I'm a young person too, but I know for a fact that I feel like it's kind of wrong. But like I was saying, I get it from Ariel's perspective because, you know, when we're kids and we're wanting to talk to our parents about something that we like or that it's bothering us. But I mean, you know, they have to, we have to understand, parents have to understand too, they have to hear from their kids' perspective too.
I just don't see things the way he does.
I don't
I
think
don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad.
I was gonna start giving my explanation, but with this alone, I think I'm gonna start breaking down a little. To be honest, I don't really do well with a lot of Disney musicals to a point. But I think it was because I really didn't know how to feel during Disney musicals. But now that I think that when my grandmother passed, I had different emotions unlocked. And now I have more of an appreciation and more of a love for Disney musicals that I think that it's very relatable. And I think while I wish I could be able to just sit down and listen, it's just I have so much to say. Okay, yeah. The waterworks are about to start. Okay. I did not bring any Kleenex. I didn't bring any Kleenex. But that did get me. Oh. I don't know how I'm gonna do it with editing or anything, but you know, I'm gonna try my best so that way to keep this part of the song in without having the background music and just having to alter the audio.
It's just my collection.
It's a pretty collection.
What do you suppose?
Ariel?
Oh, here we go. This is where it all starts. Where it mostly starts. Oh, that's pretty. That's so gorgeous. In all fairness, I do agree with Ariel on one thing, that not all humans are terrible. Okay, I know that there's a lot of people in this world that they're terrible, but not all people are bad. Not every single person is bad in this life. I get it, that, a lot of people could do a lot of harm, and I totally get it, but not everyone's bad. Oh. How does she get up to the side? Did she kind of made her way up by climbing up or something?
Hey, come on, Mutt. What you doing? I'm in. Not an axe. Good boy. Good boy.
Oh.
I've never seen a human this close before. He's very handsome, isn't he?
I don't know. He looks kind of hairy and slobbery to me.
Not
That one.
right.
One playing the snarf.
It is now my honor and privilege to present our esteemed Prince Eric with a very special, very expensive, very large birthday present.
Okay.
Grimsby, you old beanpole, you shouldn't have.
I know. Happy birthday, Eric.
Oh. Wow. Interesting.
It's really something.
Yeah, it is something.
The entire kingdom wants to see you happily settle down with the right girl.
Oh, that's going to happen.
Oh, believe me, Grim, when I find her, I'll know. Without a doubt, it'll just, bam, hit me. Like lightning.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's going to hit you like lightning sooner or later. You just don't know it. Oh, this is a scary thing. Okay, this is exactly why I do not ever want to go on a cruise ship. This is exactly why. And I hate to be one of those type of people that, want to say, this is not why I, why I don't want to go out. But this is actually the reason why I don't want to go out on a boat. Hurricane risks are a major big deal. I get so scared. And my thoughts and prayers for those who lost their lives over in the hurricane currently right over there. It's a very, very unimaginable thing with multiple people who lost their lives in the hundreds, which is undeniably terrifying and horrible. And I am so sorry for your guys' loss. Oh. Oh! Oh, great. And there goes the statue. Oh! I'd go after if I had a dog, I'd go after the dog too, but I mean, I'm gonna have to be careful, especially with this kind of situation. I don't know. Just jump! Oh! Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Oh! Believe me, man, you just found the right woman. And I'm not saying it just to be kidding. I'm saying it because it's true. Like, you just literally found the right woman. Or in this case, she came to you.
I can't make out a heart.
That's the wrong place.
Oh, look. He's breathing.
Right. I don't know if he's letting his jaw drop out of shock or just because of out of being scared.
A girl rescued me. She was singing. She had the most beautiful voice.
Eric, I think you swallowed a bit too much seawater.
This is what I hate about it. when you have like a near life death experience or whatever, a near death experience, I hate it when people go and they say, oh, you might have just heard it or something like that. Or maybe it was just in your imagination type of thing. There's no way that it can't be, because, you know, sometimes those times that you think that it might be in your imagination or somebody else might think about it, I mean, it's most of the time it's not. It's not. Oh, great. Oh, great.
Child is in love with a human, and not just any human, a prince. Oh, Daddy'll love that.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a strong, lovesick girl would make a charming addition to my little.
oh, that's horrifying. Oh, that's horrifying. Ew, that is horrifying. I forgot about that. Oh, that's horrifying. Ugh.
Oh, morning, Daddy.
Well,
Well, she's got it bad.
What? What has she got?
Isn't it obvious, Daddy? Ariel's in love.
Ariel? In love?
Yeah, it's not that hard of a concept.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me.
Has any of you guys ever done that before? Like the he loves me, she loves me, he loves me not, she loves me not thing? Has any of you guys ever done that as a kid or just in general?
I'll swim up to his castle. Then Flounder will splash around to get his attention, and then
Down here is your home, Ariel.
Ah, the most iconic out of the whole entire... One of the most iconic songs out of this whole movie. Ooh, I'm getting so many good memories from this song alone. You know, this song is one of the best songs that Disney has ever made. Like, it's fire. It's literally awesome. I love how tropical it sounds. I love how every time that you're like listening to this song, you don't even have any bad memories with this one. I don't think I've ever met a person where somebody's heard of, listened to the song Under the Sea and had bad memories about it. Realistically, there's no way that somebody has had any bad memories with it. If any of you guys actually have had bad memories with this song, let me know, because then you'll be the first person that I'll ever get to know that has had bad memories with this song alone. I wish I could play this song in general in the reaction, but the problem is the copyright on YouTube. But you guys will be able to see it on Patreon if I get to Patreon. I mean, realistically, I would love to, but I don't know if I'm going to get to the Patreon part of it. At this point, Sebastian, you're just playing on your own. I can't even get any commentary in this just because there's so much going on. And it's in such a good way. There's so much going on in this movie that you can't really get like a good, like solid opinion until afterwards.
Sebastian, I've been looking all over for you.
Oh.
I've got an urgent message from the Sea King.
Oh?
The Sea King?
What?
He wants to see you right away. Something about Ariel.
Hook with a lucky merman bee.
You might want to redact that sentence. Not a merman, but a man. Take the mer out, but she's in love with the man. Okay? You're going to eventually find out sooner or later. It's a man. Not a merman, but it's a man.
I'm concerned about Ariel. Have you noticed she's been acting peculiar lately?
No. It's all good.
No,
not really.
About daydreaming, singing to herself. You haven't noticed.
No, not really. I mean, I haven't really noticed, but
I know you've been keeping something from me.
Keeping what? Keeping what?
About Ariel.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
In love?
Oh. Uh-oh.
I tried to fuss her. She wouldn't listen.
What?
To stay away from humans.
Are you for real, man? Come on. Sebastian, you open up your mouth.
Humans?
Sebastian, you are terrible at your job when it comes to that. I'm sorry, but that's just terrible. I get it, but still, I wouldn't want to lie to my grandma either if she was alive. I mean, I still don't want to lie to her, and she's not here, but I would not lie to her.
my Eric run away with you? This is also so sudden.
Oh, great. Oh, no.
I consider myself a reasonable merman.
Do you?
Is it true you rescued a human from drowning?
Daddy, I had to.
Contact between the human world and the mer world is strictly forbidden. Ariel, you know that. Everyone knows that.
He would have died.
One less human to worry about.
Whoa.
Know him? I don't have to know him. They're all the same.
No,
Spineless,
not really.
harpooning fish eaters.
Oh.
Incapable of any feeling.
Daddy, I love him.
Woo! Girl! Girl!
So help me, Ariel. I am going to get through to you. And if this is the only way...
Ooh! Okay. 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 I get where you're coming from, man. But that's pretty excessive. Okay, it's one thing to discipline a child realistically. Like, to me, one thing is to discipline a child, especially when they've done something wrong. But I mean, look, she finally found true love. I don't think that you should take that away from her.
Just go away.
Yeah, Sebastian, I think that's the best thing to do at this point, because, I mean, you're going to have to kind of just let her be alone for a little bit. Why is it that I'm the only human here that's actually trying to be a good friend to her? Okay? I'm the reactor here. I'm trying to at least console her or something.
She has a very serious problem.
Okay, you guys need to go back to where you came from, to your disgusting cave.
Don't be scared. We represent someone who can help you.
Oh, yeah. Where have we all heard this before? Yeah, she's got great powers, all right, but not for the best. And unfortunately, sometimes it's always a suggestion that takes you into doing something very, very drastic. And not in the best way.
Poor Ariel.
I didn't mean to tell. It was an accident.
An accident. Yeah, I could agree to a point.
Ariel, what are you doing here with this riffraff?
I'm going to see Ursula.
Ooh.
She's a monster.
Why don't you go tell my father? You're good at that.
Ooh. Girl. Hey, bruh, Sebastian, she's got a point. In a way, she's got a point. Look, when I have a kid, I know that I'm going to probably say things that, that maybe she is not going to want to hear. I'm going to be overprotective. I'm not going to lie. When I have kids, I'm going to definitely be overprotective with them. Just like how my mom and my grandma were overprotective with me. Okay? But the thing is that when you are having to, that's terrifying. All of this is terrifying.
The solution to your problem is simple.
It's simple.
My dear, sweet child. That's what I do. It's what I live for.
That's what you live for?
Unfortunate merfolk like yourself.
Help them? That's not helping. You see those things that you got in the cave? That's not helping. You know what that is? That's torture. If anybody ever was to say that a witch was wanting to help me out, I say, I'm out of here. You know where I'm going to help from? Jesus. I'm going to get help from Jesus instead. Sure, it's going to be religious. Sure, I'm going to express my Christian faith and my Christianity. But if I'm going to get any help, I'm going to get help from my family. First of all, I'm going to get help from Jesus, and then I'm going to get help from my family.
Now, it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake them across the bones.
That is such an interesting little tidbit, because unfortunately, and I don't mean to say it in the terms of, as a pun, but sometimes when we want to do something that we feel like it's going to be, we think that it's best for us, we want to give in into the temptation of it, but you know what happens when we give into temptation and we do give into something that actually might harm us? We're going to end up having to suffer the consequences and the repercussions of our actions.
If he does kiss you before the sun sets on the third day, you'll remain human permanently. But if he doesn't, you turn back into a mermaid.
That's... No.
You belong to
to me.
I think that that's kind of partially true, but at the same time, it's not exactly true. There's always going to be pros and cons to everything. Okay, I'd rather be sticking with my family, but at the same time, you know, I get where she's coming from.
You can't get something for nothing, you know.
I'm not asking much. Just a token, really, a trifle. You'll never even miss it. What I want from you is your voice.
Oh, great. Like, how are you supposed to actually communicate if somebody does not got a voice? Okay, literally, how do you communicate with them? I can understand people who are deaf and that they have to go and do sign language. I absolutely understand that. But realistically, how can you communicate with somebody easily without any voice? I don't get it. Maybe it's just me thinking so along the lines, but I mean, I don't know. I would not take this deal at all. Girl, do not take this deal. Do not take this deal, okay? Okay, literally at this point, it's time to play Atlantica deal or no deal, okay? At this point, just go for no deal, even if the broker or the banker or whatever is. And of course, nobody's gonna listen to me, huh? Nobody's gonna listen to me. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, that is creepy. That's actually horrifying, you know? Horrifying. Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't realize I might actually have to censor a part of this movie.
Voice. I can't get it out of my head. I've looked everywhere, Max. Where could she be?
Closer than you could ever imagine, man. Closer than you can ever imagine. Well, seems like you got what you wanted. Was it worth it, though? First of all, I'm going to ask, was it worth it?
Look at you. Yeah, something different. Don't tell me. I got it. It's your hairdo, right?
No.
You've been using the dingle hopper, right?
I think... okay, I was going to say maybe, but no.
Do seashells?
Dude, you're literally standing on her leg. You're standing on her leg. I was going to start saying, did you not listen to my sentence?
Now, Ariel, I'm telling you, if you want to be a human, the first thing you gotta do is dress like one. Now, let me see.
Okay. That's not bad advice coming from a seagull that doesn't know, what human things are. Dogs are actually very smart animals.
Great, kid. You look sensational.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh. Well, she knows how to use her legs pretty well, despite it only being, 5 minutes? That's not bad.
Quiet, Max. What's gotten into you, Bella?
If only dogs could talk, then us as humans would probably be a little bit smarter.
You seem very familiar to me. Have we met?
Yeah, you two have met.
We have met. I knew it. You're the one. The one I've been looking for.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Unfortunately, she can't say anything. She can't talk.
You can't speak?
Right.
Oh. Then you couldn't be who I thought.
Oh, come on! Right! Dude, what about writing it out? Can't you write it out?
Gee, you must have really been through something.
You can say that again.
Don't worry, I'll help you. Come on, you'll be
yeah, she's like, yeah, like, guys, check out what's happening. Oh, great. Seafood's worst nightmare. Or in that case, I should have said sea creature's worst nightmare.
I'm gonna find that girl. And I'm gonna marry her.
She's right there in the same place as you are, man. Come on. Oh, she looks gorgeous.
Annie, isn't she a vision?
She looks fantastic. How can you not tell by her face that it's her? Dude, how can you not tell by your face? her hair. You kind of saw a little bit of it when she rescued you. So how is it that you cannot tell by her face, you cannot tell by her hair, but you could only go by her voice? What is going on with you, man? Ariel, it's okay.
Do you like it? It is rather fine.
Okay, that's funny. Oh, come on, that actually was funny.
Very amusing.
Just be happy for him, man. Like, come on.
Chef's been fixing his specialty, stuffed crab.
Oh, no. Stuffed crab? Sebastian, you better start running out of there.
Oh, these things.
Oh, that's pretty terrible when a crab is besting a chef. That's pretty terrible. Thus began one of the most popular rivalry relationships.
I think I'd better go see what Louis is up to.
Uh-huh. Oh. He's not even a man.
You know, Eric, perhaps our young guest might enjoy seeing some of the sights of the kingdom. Something in the way of a tour.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Grim. What was that?
You can't spend all your time moping about. You need to get out.
What are you talking about moping? He's looking directly right in her eyes, man. That's not moping. That's being love.
If she's interested. Well, what do you say? Would you like to join me on a tour of my kingdom tomorrow?
There you go.
Now, let's eat before this crab wanders off my plate.
Which he did. The crab did. Literally. Literally wandered off because he's not cooked. He's not dead to begin with. I guess there are some forms of nonverbal communication that you could have.
The single most humiliating day of my life.
It couldn't have
I
been.
hope that you appreciate what I go through for you, young lady.
It's tough love, apparently, for other different reasons.
Tomorrow, when he takes you for that ride, you gotta look your best. You gotta bat your eyes like this. You gotta poke out your lips like this.
Sebastian giving advice on how to catch a man? Bro. We don't need any therapists. Come on. Sebastian's like easily like the wingman that we need. Or the wing crab or the crab man that you need. Despite his rough exterior, I mean, come on.
Leave no shell unturned, no coral unexplored. Let no one in this kingdom sleep until she's safe at home.
You know, as parents will even wonder, and even ask that question. They'll ask that question. This is probably where Beauty and the Beast got it from, because this was beforehand. So maybe they used it for, that as a template or at least as a base, later on. Aw, first dance.
Yo, Flounder, any kissing?
No, not yet.
Well, they better get cracking.
You just gotta let it gradually, happen. Oh! At this point, he's kind of, he's like thinking either, I don't know what I was thinking on wanting to choose her to show her around, or that's my kind of woman.
Only one day left, and that boy ain't puckered up once. Okay, all right, this calls for a little vocal romantic stimulation.
Okay.
Wow. Somebody should find that poor animal and put it out of its misery.
Yeah, I feel the same exact way. Surrounded by amateurs and surrounded by God only knows what that is. Oh, my grandma loved this song too. She loved this one the most. This is easily one of the best songs too that Disney ever had. Like, beautifully made, beautifully written.
You know, I feel really bad not knowing your name.
Oh.
Maybe I could guess.
Oh. Okay.
Is it, Mildred?
Ew. Yeah, it's same.
Okay, no. How about Diane?
No.
Rachel?
No.
Ariel. Her name is Ariel.
Harry?
Yeah, that's her name.
That's kind of pretty.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Okay, Sebastian. Okay. You know, at this point, I'm gonna just say it. You know, Sebastian needs to have his own business. Like he's got to be like setting up a wingman business at this point. That's so cool. The setting, the tone, it's animated so well. All of this is so good. Everybody's anticipating at this point. Oh,
Hang on. I've got you.
you guys!
It's time Ursula took matters into her own tentacles.
Is she trying to cheat the system? I told you that she was no good. Come on. We all saw this. Okay. No. Absolutely.
Eric, if I may say, far better than any dream girl is one of flesh and blood. One warm and caring and right before your eyes.
She is right before his eyes. Okay? Exactly. Okay? That's the same girl. Okay? How do you not realize that? Dude, that's the same girl. Bro! Come on, man! Yeah, then they're gonna say, cue the voice! Of course, Ursula had to make herself look like Ariel. Wait. Oh, great. Bro just got hypnotized. This is not the best thing at all. This is not great.
Congratulations!
What?
Bill, we did it!
What?
What is this idiot babbling about?
You know, he's getting married.
What? Hey, that's perfect. But is it the right woman?
Well, Eric, it appears that I was mistaken. This mystery maiden of yours does, in fact, exist.
Yeah, exists, but it's the wrong person. What is this, invasion of the body snatchers all of a sudden?
We wish to be married as soon as possible.
Oh, wrong woman, Eric.
Do take time. No.
This afternoon, Grimsby. Wedding ship departs at sunset.
Oh, this is not good. Uh-oh. Man, like the way how dead his face looks, like emotionless, just because of this whole hypnotizing that Ursula's got him under. Like this hypnotism, like, man, that left him looking dead in the face. No emotion whatsoever. That's the freaky part of this whole entire thing. Oh, come on, Ariel. Look, that's the guy that you love. You got to go after him. You go after him. You got to go after him. You got no choice but to go after him. That's actually brilliant that they had Jodie Benson also be voicing Ursula in this form because of the like her voice in the necklace. That's the smart move, actually.
Ariel, I was flying. Of course I was flying. And
Get to the point.
I saw the watch. The witch was watching a mirror.
What?
And she was singing with a stolen set of pipes.
Right.
Hear what I'm telling you. The prince is marrying the sea witch in disguise.
Right. You should have said that the first time.
Have I ever been wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, when it's important.
I don't know. Ariel, you gotta go after him. You gotta go after him. At this point, this is more of a matter of life and death. Okay? Literally death. Okay?
I gotta get to the Sea King. He must know about this.
Actually, that is a good idea.
What about me?
You find a way to stall that wedding.
Okay, yeah. Perfect. That's perfect. That's a good idea. Yeah, I can agree with you, Max. And why would you go hit the dog like that?
Don't worry, Ariel.
I think you guys are going a little too slow.
Eric, take witness to be your lawfully wedded wife
Oh, no.
for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
Wow, like that emotionless because of this whole hypnotism. That's crazy. Just like how still Eric is throughout this whole entire thing is bizarre. Like that's crazy. That must be a really deep. Ooh! Wow. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh, right on the cake.
Why, you little...
Oh! Perfect. Come on. Oh! Yikes. Ah, there we go. Oh, finally. There we go.
Ariel?
Eric.
Oh,
You can talk.
that's a long story, man. Kiss already! Why didn't you kiss? Why didn't you kiss? Like,
It's you I'm after. A much bigger fish.
this is actually the perfect time for Sebastian to go get Triton.
Let her go.
Not a chance, Triton. She's mine now. We made a deal.
Unfortunately, it's true.
The contract's legal, binding, and completely unbreakable. Even for you.
That's pretty powerful then.
I might be willing to make an exchange.
Oh.
For someone even better.
Oh, great.
Grim, I lost her once. I'm not gonna lose her again.
That's a man right there. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, great. All right. There we go. We gonna have a fight right now. Oh. Oh, great. Oh, what are these two gonna do? Try to drown him? Oh, man. Oh. Oh. What you gonna do now? Okay, actually, no, I probably shouldn't be asking that question.
Get away from her.
No, I won't leave you.
Oh, yikes! Just yikes! Oh, that's freaky. Oh, this is horrifying. What one decision could do, unfortunately. That's scary. Not gonna lie, this is freaky. Ooh! Oh, man. Oh! Oh, man. Oh! 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 That's freaky! Oh, that is horrifying. Well, at least that happened. At least everybody got, brought back to normal. Hey, everything's saved now. Normal to a point, I guess.
She really does love him, doesn't she, Sebastian?
Well, it's like I always say, Your Majesty.
What?
Children got to be free to lead their own life.
That is not what you said in the beginning.
Always say that?
No! He did not always just say that.
Then I guess there's just one problem left.
And what's that, Your Majesty?
How much I'm going to miss her.
Oh. Well, he gave her what she wanted. Oh, she looks beautiful. She looks really pretty. Oh. And then, with the marriage, united two kingdoms. They can still see each other. Like, everybody can still see each other. Oh. How are you guys still going on with this? Oh. Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, so sweet. That's wow. Oh. There we go. There we go. And of course, you know, this is an older Disney movie, so we're not going to have any post-credit scenes whatsoever, okay? So I know that sometimes people ask, you know, what's the next thing that we're going to have in all this. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, we're not going to have a post-credit scene or a mid-credit scene, but we do have 2 more animated movies to go, which, of course, we'll be getting those on the 13th and the 20th, and then the live-action one on the 27th. So now let's go ahead and dive right into the discussion part of the movie itself. Okay, so that was The Little Mermaid. Now, I know that I was trying to get some commentary into this, but I think realistically, I don't think I was able to get any commentary with it because of the fact that I actually really enjoyed myself, and I really want to get to say how much of a beautiful movie this was. And I do want to admit a few things that I think that this is definitely relatable for a lot of people, and I think this is such a good movie when it comes to teens and when it comes to adults, because of the fact that, especially someone like myself, which I'm in the middle of, I already experienced, you know, what it's like being a teen, and on my way on what it's going to be like being a parent. I mean, I'm not married, I don't have any kids yet, but I do know from experience in a way what it's kind of like to, in a way, have kids. By being with my grandma when she was alive, and she would talk about what the best thing for, you know, someone to do when they have children, and what the best thing to do when it comes to having to try to raise a child right. I do understand completely where Triton was coming from. You know, Ariel was his youngest daughter, and he wanted to protect her with every single ounce of power that he has, you know, not just because he was a king, but, you know, he's a father, and, you know, he's a father of 7 daughters, and we never got to see the mom because, of course, we'll get to that in Ariel's beginning, which is later on when we get to it on the 20th. But I do want to get to express my love for this movie, especially because of the fact that it does go to show us, especially if we understand what it's like to be a teen and what it's like to be an adult and or parent, to the point that, you know, we want what's best for our family. We want what's best for us. And sometimes those things are not going to be going head to head together in the right way. Sometimes we're not working cooperatively, and sometimes we're not doing it to the point where things are going to agree with each other. And, you know, Ariel, she wanted to experience the life above land, you know, above the ocean, and wanted to experience life on land. And, you know, for a teen who wants to be able to explore the world beyond their own wildest dreams and be able to pursue in their own dreams, in their own interests, their hobbies, their careers, their identity, their discovery, and it's something that they want to experience. And of course, sometimes, depending on what your family is like, whether they're protective, overprotective, or sometimes they might not even care, it comes down to the point that even despite if you feel like if your parent does not love you, they just only want what's best for you. And sure, I sometimes can say that there's sometimes parents that are unfit to be parents, because that there are. And not every single parent deserves to have children in the terms of, you know, they let the children do whatever they want. They let themselves, you know, be in this type of situation where they have kids and then they go and treat themselves and they don't take the responsibility of taking care of their kids. And, you know, those kids end up becoming brats. They become unruly type of people. And, you know, it's tough. It really, really is. And you have to guide kids in the right direction in order for them to grow up into the people that you want for them to be. You know, the more that I was watching this, the more I was starting to understand more of where my grandma was coming from. And especially because of the fact that, you know, she wanted what was best for me, especially when raising me. And, you know, it comes down to the story of I never knew my dad. For those that you guys who have been on the channel, or for those who are just here for their first time, I never knew who my dad was. And there is a long history behind that I don't really want to get into. But my grandma wanted what was best for me. And I feel like realistically, this is a movie that also helped me to understand where she was coming from. And I understand where Ariel was coming from too. She wanted to be heard. She wanted to show that she was different in the right way. You know, that's what my grandma was. She was different in the right way. She was not afraid of giving her opinions. She was not afraid of showing what she loved and who she loved. She was not afraid of a lot of things. She was afraid of being unhealthy. She didn't want to harm herself at all. She wanted to make sure that she was as healthy as possible, even up until the end. And what I admire so much about Ariel, which I was realistically, when I was watching this, when I was doing the reaction, when I'm doing, and currently now, it's like I felt her sitting right next to me and watching me react to this movie in the way that I did. And, you know, her seeing that I really enjoyed this movie as much as I know that she did. And I wish that I got to see this with her, you know, when we were together and when she was here. And unfortunately that didn't happen, but we got to see the live action one. And, you know, I love the fact that I was able to do this for her on her birthday week. I really felt like if this was the best present that I could be able to give her, because I can get to express my love for the character, for the movie, and for her, for my grandmother, in the best way possible. Ariel, to me, as I was watching this, and even when I was a kid, I never really watched The Little Mermaid until I was about 15 years old. You know, to me, Ariel was kind of like the sister I would have always wanted. She's sweet, she's caring, she's kind, she's adventurous, she's very outgoing, she's open-minded, she wants to give people a chance, she wants to give new things a chance, and she is such an inspiration. My grandma was exactly the same way, and I feel like if, with all this, she was someone that I could definitely find in my grandma. Ariel, to me, was like the teenage embodiment in my grandma, especially because, you know, she had a rough life, but as my mom put it, she ended up not having that much of a rough life because of me, and she said I was the joy of her life. And I can never get that phrase out of my mind, because I always want to believe, and I always feel like I can believe, that I was the best thing to happen to her. And I always want to say that she was someone that I think that I definitely could relate to in every way possible. You know, her and I, we thought the same. We loved people the same way. We didn't like the same things a lot of the time. And even when at times when we sometimes had difference of opinions, we would always love to see why we had those opinions, and we would understand each other. And, you know, she was someone that you could easily have a conversation with, and you'd easily be drawn into it. Like how when Ariel was trying to talk to Eric and was trying to get for him to keep, you know, going and trying to pursue the fact, you know, the girl that he fell in love with, like love at first sight, when he got rescued from the hurricane tragedy. With that, it makes me feel like, you know, Ariel herself had something that my grandma had, which was, you know, you could easily have a conversation with Ariel, and I feel like you could get along with her just amazingly. She wouldn't care about who you are. She wouldn't care about whether if you're human or person. She probably wouldn't have cared. She would have wanted to get to know more about the human world as much as probably you, as the person talking to her, probably would have wanted to know more about what it would be like over in her kingdom. And you would have this beautiful conversation and this beautiful friendship that would blossom. And that's how it was with my grandma. She would feel that she would be the same way. She wouldn't care about who you are, where you came from. She would, always involve God in her conversations because she was never ashamed about God. And that was something that I want to be able to do, is be able to not be afraid of talking about God and not being ashamed about it, and showing that, yeah, I am a Christian and I don't want to be that stereotype. Because the thing is that those who believe, or those who don't know that Christians are supposed to act a different way, realistically, we're supposed to love everyone like how God loves us. And we're supposed to treat people with respect, regardless of who they are, where they come from, their identity, their ideas, their culture. We're not supposed to judge them for that, because, that's not our place. We shouldn't be judging them. And my grandma didn't judge people for who they were. The only thing that she did judge them on is their character, on if their character was something that she could see as valuable. Like, if she saw or even thought if you were a person that has a good heart. She didn't care about what you look like. She cared about the heart. Like how God cares about our heart. She cared about the exact same thing. She loved my friends when she was alive. She loved my friends. She cared for them. And, she was grateful to God for them because they were always sticking with me. And thank God that I still talk with them. Today, we grew apart because of life and because of the circumstances that, life put us in. But, we got reconnected in different ways. And I'm grateful about that. I really am grateful for that. And, what I love about this movie is that I feel like if I had her back for that hour and 20 minutes, I really saw my grandma in Ariel, and I could always imagine, that's her. That was must have what she was like back when she was Ariel's age. I'm so grateful that I got the chance to know her. And I'm so grateful that I got the chance to get to have an amazing relationship with her. And as how Ariel wanted to be a part of Eric's world and wanting to know more about the human life and the way that they act and behave, it was the exact same thing with my grandma and I, where it was, she wanted for me to be a part of her world in the sense of family, in knowing she went through growing up as a person who was in a different type of situation compared to where I am. And she wanted for me to be a part of her life in a way that she felt like a lot of other people wouldn't have been able to find. And I want to take the stories that I have from her and bring it to you guys, especially to those that I feel like are lost in this world, that I feel like you guys need a little push of guidance. I don't know who you are, and I don't know who's going to hear this message, and I don't know how you come across this video. But I want for you to know that maybe there's somebody out there that's went through or is going through the same thing that my grandma went through when she was alive. And I want for people to not know how she died, but I want for people to know what she did and how much of a fighter she was, even through her physical illnesses. I want for people to know who she was, with her personality, with her stories that she had. her prayers, how sweet she was, how kind she was, how accepting she was, how grateful she was for the life that she was given. And she's probably sitting with me right now saying, wow, look at my sweet baby cakes. That's what she would call me. Look at how my sweet baby cakes is talking to people, using YouTube to be able to talk to people, or at least try to get them to relate to my story in some form or another. And that's what I want for this platform to be. I want for people to feel reconnected with their loved ones, with their childhoods, with their nostalgia, and with this new sense of purpose. Because we all have a purpose in this life. And I think I figured out my grandma's purpose in this life. She was going to go through many different people to talk through. Her kids, her grandkids, her family. But I think she was meant to be on this earth to save me. She wanted for me to grow up in the Word of God. She wanted for me to grow up in a safe environment. She wanted for me to grow up in a home where I could feel like every day is a great day to come home. Where if there was any problems out there, I would want to say, I want to go home. Where I could be able to talk to her every day about anything and everything. Where when I knew when I got home, she would give me the biggest hug and the biggest kiss in the world. It's such a hard topic to discuss because it would have been so much easier if my grandma was here, because then I would be saying, I would be phrasing it different. But let me look directly straight at the camera right here. Happy birthday, girl. Thank you so much for being the most courageous, inspirational, strongly driven, incredibly talented, beautiful, kind, sweet, generous, driven, meaningful, exciting, adventurous, spiritual, loving, most amazing person in the whole world. As God is the rock of my spiritual life and in all aspects of my life, you were the rock of mine. And I am so grateful to God that I was able to be a part of your world. And I was able to be a part of a beautiful relationship that lasted for as long as it did, ever since I was born. And I'm so grateful to God that I was able to see every single side of you. And I just want to say, I've had no regrets in my life. I've had no regrets with the decisions that I made. And I have had no regrets with the actions that I've had. Because as you taught me that I was growing up, I am grateful I grew up the way that I did. As much as you told me not to cry for you when you pass, I can't help but doing so. I can't help but doing so. Thank you, Grom, for being my Ariel, for being the queen of this house, for being the person that helped me to become the person that I am now. Thank you. God bless you up in heaven. Thank you for every single beautiful memory, all the times that we've had, all the exciting moments that we've experienced. I'm sorry. I actually legitimately had something in my eye, and I was also crying at the exact same time. Thank you for everything. For being my inspiration and for getting me rooted into the Word of God. And I will continue to keep rooting myself in the Word of God and continue to use this platform to spread God's message in any way possible and to spread your story to people who need it. I want to do a thank you as well to Ariel herself, like the character herself. It might seem like a weird thing to do, but I feel like this is the best thing that I got to do. Ariel, you are the most inspirational the most inspirational mermaid I've ever seen. Your story on loving something and someone and wanting to do what it took, even if it means making a mistake, to grow and to understand what it's like to be human, inspired my grandma and I to be courageous, to take the first steps necessary, even when it's a mistake. Your kindness, your open-mindedness, your wholeheartedness with the same things that my grandma had. You are the most inspirational mermaid that has ever existed. And sure, maybe to you guys, might seem a little weird undoing a thank you to a fictional character, but if this is what I saw in my grandma, I know that I got my personal traits from her. And I'm hoping that I can be able to see and show people that even though that she's gone, her story could live on and be a motivational step to a type of healing, a type of repair, a type of understanding, because I think someone needs this. So I want to thank you all. I want to thank you all for watching my reaction for The Little Mermaid. I know that this is a little bit more somber than usual compared to my other videos, but I wanted to do this especially for my girl, especially for her birthday week. And I want to say thank you so much to you guys for the support and the love and the comments and for the suggestions that you guys have been leaving me in the comments and in my Discord messages. I really want to thank you guys. You guys have been so amazing. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. First of all, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God, my grandma, my grandpa, and my mom. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them spreading about my channel to others, for me spreading my channel to others, for you guys coming and discovering it on your own or through social media or any of that. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the love and for the chance that you guys have given my channel, you've given me. And I'm so grateful to God that you guys gave me that chance. You guys are absolutely incredible, amazing, genuinely human. And I'm so grateful for how amazing you all are. So thank you for letting me be a part of your world in some way or another. And I hope that this reaction hopefully inspired you all. So I want to say, to close things off, thank you guys so much. And thank you, girl. Happy birthday. And may you keep me smiling in any way possible, and keeping my family smiling, and keep God smiling, because I know you're making him smile right now. So thank you. Thank you. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching my reaction to The Little Mermaid. If you guys want to see more videos like this, then please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're on the Idea Maker YouTube channel, then you guys can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, aka X, my Discord and my Discord servers, and my TikTok accounts, which all of those links will be in the description below. If you guys are watching me on the Idea Maker for Kids channel, I have Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok, which those links will be in the description below. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all. Stay safe. Happy birthday, girl. Thank you all for the memories, and I will see you all in the next videos. Bye, guys.